I know. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Good. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix National Network Power Up Lunch. And today we have a very, very special guest featured, none other than Amberly, a great partner with us here. And so let's go through our format for today. First, we're going to introduce ourselves. Each person gets a chance to introduce themselves to everyone that is watching. And then the infamous Oscar Capel is going to go over the TV guide for us, what's on our platform on the Phoenix National Network. If you don't have the app, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, please download the app so that you can catch all of our featured programs, even on our YouTube channel. And also, after following Oscar going through the TV guide, we have our featured guest, Amberly. She's going to be talking about who she is and what she does. And following that will be our motivational moment. And then will be the program will be over. So that's it. Usually about 45 minutes to an hour. There will be a Q&A after the presentation and after our motivational moment. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let's begin. Oscar, we'll start with you. Go for it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oscar Capel. I am your local Legal Shield and ID Shield associate. What does that mean? Peace of mind on an app on your phone. When you have access to your phone, you have access to your firm. Anytime you have a legal situation, call the law firm. Get real answers from real lawyers. ID Shield protects your family from identity theft and other nasty stuff that's going on. We are the only ones with licensed private investigators to help restore you to pre-theft status. A portion of everything we do goes to Operation Underground Railroad to stop child sex trafficking in the U.S. and around the world. Back to you, Phil.
All right. Thank you very much, Oscar, for sharing that. And we always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Next, we'll have Richard Ciuzio, the man, the myth, and the legend.
Man behind the man. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, Phoenix National. Richard Ciuzio here with Hudson United Mortgage. Listen, Halloween was last week, but that's not the scariest thing out there. Right now, they might be the interest rates in the market. So let me help you navigate them to try to get the best rate possible in today's financial crisis. Richard Ciuzio, Hudson United Mortgage, licensed in the tri-state in Florida. When they're saying no, we're saying yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Ricky. Now, if you'd like to reach anyone that has that you see here on the platform, their information will be in the description, so you can reach out to them during our broadcast. All right, next we have the famous, most wonderful man I know, Abie Gabor. Go ahead, Abie.
So kind, Dr. Reed. Abie Gabor, super excited to be here to see my dear friend Amberly Shreve give her showcase, or whatever she wants to call it. But I'm very, very excited to hear her speak. And I help businesses and individuals save significant money every month on bills that they spend their money on every month anyway. Of essential services like your cell phones and your electric and your internet connectivity, as well as other things like healthcare. Crazy. With that said, let's set up face-to-face and I'll tell you what it's all about as it continues to grow.
What about feeding the children? You're part of that.
Now, every time we get a new customer, we give back to the greater good, just like Oscar does, by partnering with Feeding America. So for children that don't know where their next meal is coming from, by you simply paying less for your bills, you're feeding a child as well. We love our children, Oscar, don't we?
Yes, gotta love that. Gotta love that. I love companies that give back. It just makes our world a little bit better when we have that kind of contribution. So thank you, Abie. Appreciate you sharing what you do. Next, we have awesome Annie. Can't get more awesome than that.
Nope, you can't. You could try though. Hey everybody, I am Awesome Annie. I am your awesome health coach. Most people have no idea how good their body is created to feel. I provide you with expert health coaching solutions for lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. Results are guaranteed or your old body back. You can schedule a free health assessment with me or let's network at awesomeIsamazing.com. I am excited to be here. Looking forward to hearing from my sweet friend, Amberly.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you. Awesome, Annie. I love how you said that, you know, or you get your old body back. Sorry, no returns. I don't want it back. You can keep it. Thank you so much. Awesome, Annie. Amberly, even though you're going to be featured, you get a chance to talk a little bit about yourself. So go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Amberly Shreve, and I am with Send Out Cards, and I spread love, joy, kindness, appreciation, and I help businesses build better, more meaningful relationships because the holidays are here. We're all looking to connect with people, gift-giving ideas, all the ways that we want to share our joy and kindness and love for not only our clients, but maybe our family members, our friends, all the people that we do life with. So I am your girl. We can have a conversation and see what that looks like so that I can make the holidays simple for your sending out cards and gift-giving purchases. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amberly, and you'll be hearing more from her later on. Yay! This is awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you guys for coming on.
Annie's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so coming up. Absolutely. Okay, so coming up next, we have Oscar Capel. He's going to go through our TV guide for the Phoenix National Network platform. Go ahead, Oscar, talk to us.
All right, I'm back again, round two. So we have weekly programming on the PNN network. All of this information actually is found on the PNN app, which is available for the iPhone and whatever that other company is that does this. So we put on shows every week, and no, I know Phil has the other company. We put on shows every week featuring different people and important things that are going on in the community. So the weekly programming is as follows. Amanda is on Tuesday with real estate. Whitney Corbin comes in for love and dating. Money multiplier Kim DiGiacomo comes up at 1 o'clock, and I'm there at 2 p.m. talking about ways to help yourself legally and identity theft protection. Just Us Girls is Friday nights at 6 p.m. We're not on there, right, Phil?
No, we're not. No.
Okay.
Not that I know.
Okay, gotcha. So we got a show coming up after that. Wednesdays, Sharon Davenport comes on, Life Success Tips. The EULA Corner, which is getting your life in balance. Focus on You is what Phil and I do on Wednesdays and talk to you about things that are going on in the community and bring important people up and talk about what they do and how they help the community. Medwise with Andrea Gross. She helps you with if you have problems getting money back and if your insurance company doesn't want to pay you. What else is going on? Thursdays, Phil Reed is on his own live at 10 a.m. Richard Ciuzio comes up and talks about the latest disaster in the real estate markets, but he'll be there to fix it up for you. Karen Mayo, I jump on her show every once in a while, and Mindful Eating, we talk about health, nutrition, and other fun stuff. Frank comes in at 1 p.m., business growth, and if you have procrastination issues or ADHD, I have ADHD HD, which is high definition ADHD. Frank can't help me. So what else is going on? All right, so then we have the general weekly programming. Phil, Focus on You, Bishop's Corner Thursday nights. Everybody should catch that. Chameleon Vibes, a music show that I have been on. Great show. And then we have the weekly programming that gets repeated, which is Real Estate Insider, Upgrade Your Life, PNN Financial Tips, Health Things, Fun Nation on PNN. I haven't seen that yet. I gotta jump on that. And that's about it for now. I think we've covered everything. Any questions? Get the app, then call us up.
Cancer, 16 rounds of chemotherapy, multiple surgeries, feeling alone, feeling isolated. Those are the things that I felt while I was going through cancer. Those are the things that someone is feeling today. One Tough Cookie is here to help.
Awesome. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Oscar. Very much. A couple of things. One Tough Cookie. PNN is a proud sponsor of One Tough Cookie. So if you go to our app or our website, you see their information. Please donate. They support those who are struggling with cancer. And so I believe that we should help those who cannot help themselves. All right. So that's the plug for One Tough Cookie. And I see Adria is in the room. Hey, Adria, are you available?
Yeah, but I'm in the midst of preparing lunch.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you at the end then.
All right, great, thanks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, now we have our great presentation coming to you now from our wonderful person, Amberly. Amberly, go ahead. Amberly, go ahead.
Bill, thank you so much for having me today. And it is such an honor and a privilege to spend time with each and every one of you. Well, first off, again, my name is Amberly Shreve, and I am with Send Out Cards. I am a believer. I am a wife. I am a mama. And I am a friend. And I am a very sensitive, very spunky at times person who just really wants to have connections and change people's hearts and help them grow in ways that they had no idea that they could even grow. So to take you back some years before I actually started with Send Out Cards, I spent most of my career in corporate America. And unfortunately, my experience there was not favorable, but it actually taught me lessons. Throughout my career in human resources and office management, I was harassed in my job and devalued. And I spent a lot of time in that space, and I learned a lot from those years within my career that I knew that I really wanted to find something amazing. I wanted to find my purpose, my passion. So after leaving corporate America, I pursued that. And it was a very difficult time because I knew that I needed to leave corporate America. So I pursued some options because we have 2 little girls and I needed to be home with them. And I wanted to find something that I could do from home. So I dabbled in finance and insurance for a while. And both of those areas I found were very transactional. And I learned some more lessons there. Some things that I did not like about how transactional people were and how they practice business and what actually meant a lot to them and what did not mean a lot to them, how they interacted with their clients and their customers. So on a networking event, I met my colleague and he had told me about send out cards. And, the funny thing is that I had been making cards and sending them out my entire life, ever since my early teen years. And even as a little girl growing up, and even teaching our daughters today the importance of interacting with people and developing relationships and how important those relationships are. Anything, whether you're dealing with business or you're dealing with an interaction, whether it's someone at school or a friend or a colleague, these are all relationships. These are all relationships that you develop over a period of time. And sometimes you hit it off and it's great. And it's like, man, that was the jackpot. That was wonderful. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time because we go through life and things happen, and we have to really find a place that you can connect with someone on a deeper level. So after meeting my colleague and he told me a little bit more about send out cards, I really took a period of time and really wanted to learn the business and how it would affect my family and my life. And it was incredibly positive for my life. It not only teaches and has taught me really the way that somebody should be treated, but it's also teaching my girls how they can interact with their friends and their family members and the people that they do life with every single day. So once I started with the company, and actually it's been a year today that I have been with Send Out Cards. Today is my 1-year anniversary, and I could not be more honored to be with such an incredible company who brings me so much joy. And I have had the honor and privilege to be able to meet such wonderful people and interact with them on such a deeper level. Because you're not just getting send out cards with me, you're getting a friend, and you're getting a colleague, and you're getting someone who is cheering for you. And I want to know all about who you are and your family and your kids and your passion and why you do what you do. Because when you interact with someone on a deeper level, you really find out all of these special gifts that each person has. And you don't really notice those things unless you're able to pull down your walls a little bit and be a little vulnerable and share some things that can help someone get to know you a little bit better. And that's really what these cards and these gifts really mean to every business, every company, every small business. It doesn't matter whether you're a huge company or, just starting out. These cards can change your heart. They can change your relationships, and they can change your mindset. Whether you're following up on a meet and greet, or you're really looking to develop a relationship with someone that you're wanting to work with, or you're using it for touch points throughout the year to keep in contact with someone. And we're all doing this thing called life together. So throughout the year, things happen where you possibly may think to yourself, wow, I really need to send this to this person, or maybe I need to do that today. Those are all promptings. And I'm just here to teach you to act on those promptings and take some time for yourself and really think about how you want to go about business in 2023. The ways that you want to interact with your clients, the relationships that you want to have with everyone that has a hand in your business. And I know you want that business to grow, because we all want referrals and we all want to grow our customer base. But in order to do that, you have to appreciate those who you're doing business with. And this company has really taught me acts of kindness to a whole new level. And I feel honored to be able to teach people kindness and show them really what it means to do business on a deeper level. Our website is available for any questions. Bill, am I able to share the website? So here is our main platform. We have over 30,000 templates that you can choose from. And within all of these templates, there is something there for everyone. There is something there for everyone, whether you're looking for a holiday, a thank you, well wishes, you want to build your own card, love, celebrations, birthday, and just because. Any of those, usually for businesses, it sort of depends on what it is that you're looking for. But even for someone in the financial field, you could easily put your logo on a build your own. You could put your information inside the card and you can promote yourself. You don't need a business card. You don't need any of those things because people are going to remember on this card who you are and how you make a difference because you actually thought of them to send a card. Maybe you're following up with them. Maybe you had a great experience and people get busy. So you have that interaction with them and you have that meeting and you take the time to send a card. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, it was such a pleasure meeting with you today. It was so lovely hearing about your passion and your purpose. And I'm so honored. And I look forward to catching up with you in a couple of weeks so that we can go over your goals and your dreams and the things that mean a lot to you. Once they receive that in the mail, you're going to be memorable. They're going to remember that interaction and say, wow, I really did have a great time with him or her. And you know what, let's go ahead and put that up on the fridge because when we go and we finalize this decision, we want to make sure that we go with that person. So it really gives you a wonderful concept and an excellent marketing tool for you to be able to enhance your business and reach out to people who you are looking to grow a relationship with. So business, it's not all about the money. I know the money is important, but really, if you want to make an impact in this world, within your business, within your family, it really starts within you and how your approach is to business. Because if it's all about just making the sale, then unfortunately, people are going to see right through that. When you're taking an approach where you're actually putting someone and their needs and their focus first, you always receive more when you give. I really, really believe that. I really believe that in my heart, that when you give, you just receive in abundance. So I encourage everyone to take some time and really look within yourself and your business practices for this year and reach out and let's have a conversation. Let's see what your business looks like for 2023 and how maybe I can help enhance that. Just to let you know, these cards are very simple. All you do is you go through, you can easily choose a card. Here, thanks for being such a fun guy, right? You have a great interaction with someone, right? You go in here, you select customize, and we're just going to fill this out. We're going to let them know, hey, I had a wonderful time with you. This was absolutely a great interaction. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. And all you're going to do is select the pencil and your typography, your font size is over here on the left. If you want to change the color, these are the colors that are on the front of the card. So you could easily put those here and you can type in your message. On the back of the card, you can actually put your logo, your information, so that way they have all of your contact information to be able to get back with you. So a very, very simple process. And kind of the cherry on top, guys, is we also have gifts. And these are amazing. So just to let everyone know, Annie, don't look, but we have so many different ideas for your gift giving. So these are definitely off limits to me. Annie, just letting you know, I'm not touching these. But these are all just great ideas. You guys can scroll through and look at all the options that we have. Any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I thank you so much for your time today. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week.
Ooh, that was amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Amberly. Now the floor is open for any questions. Okay, go ahead, Oscar.
Yeah, one of the things that you touched on, if you have a business, sending that to your employees, how much does it cost to replace an employee? Because the number one reason people leave is they don't feel appreciated at work. So
you're exactly right, Oscar.
Drop a card, happy birthday, hey, congratulations on your new kid. It's out of the ordinary, and we're living in a everything is digital. Here's a text, here's that. Now you get a card, or maybe a card and a brownie, which is what I got. Made a big difference in my life. I feel like a little kid. I'm like, oh my God, I got a card and a brownie. It is so cool. You have to get a card and a brownie to actually know what it feels like. So that's the important thing. Really feeling appreciated.
And for all of the very, very techie people, not only is this available on your computer, laptop, your desktop, it's also available we have an app. So you could easily, maybe you're meeting in person and you think to yourself, oh yes, you know what, I need to do this card right now because I have another meeting and I don't want to get behind. You can literally send the card from the app on your phone less than 5 minutes. It's that simple.
That is so cool. Thank you for that question, Oscar. Awesome, Annie.
Hey, so first off, number one, as far as the treats, that is, you can have it. There's like maybe wait until we're in, maintaining our weight or whatever. But so as a health coach, yes, there's no judgment here. But I did want to ask, is it just food gifts? Are there non-food gifts?
We have a variety of.
I was wondering. I thought so.
Yes. So I put up on the screen. There's many things that you can scroll through. We have overnight gift sets and bath bombs, dolls,
good.
Stickers and journals. We have a really nice variety of journals. We have some dog and cat items for our animal lovers. So we have a very, very nice variety of things that you can choose from that are not food items.
And is there a time to get ready for Christmas? If we have Christmas gifts that we want to utilize through send out cards, is there a order by date to make sure it gets there on time?
So, well, the mail is quite challenging. So I would encourage you to send those items out probably by the beginning of December, just to make sure that it's there on time, because you just never know how the mail is going to go. So just to be safe, I would do the beginning of December.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Richard Ciuzio, you had a question? Unmute, you got to unmute.
Oh, you're muted.
Yes. So first off, good presentation, Amberly. That was awesome. I love what you said about it's not all about the money, because I know personally that I could at this juncture probably go to, you know, a different mortgage company, and I'd be able to make some more money. I stay where I'm at because I love where I work. I love the people I work with, and I love being able to sponge the knowledge to make myself a better loan officer to help the little people. There's a reason when they're saying no, we're saying yes, it's because 99% of the time we can get the job done when nobody else can. And that's when the little people turn to us. And that's when, you know, I got grown men crying on the phone because they now have a house for their wife, for their child, you know, and that gives me what I was going to do, there's no better satisfaction. That being said, this is great for me because I'm over here buying cards and stuff for all my past clients and everything else. So I'm actually surfing your website while we're doing this, and I think you're going to be hearing from me relatively soon. So thank you.
Richard, I love what you said about contacting your clients, and also I encourage everyone, contact your past clients as well, the ones that you're looking to maybe reconnect with and rebuild those relationships, because all of those things are so important. And when you come from a place where you are genuine and you very much care about them, they'll be able to feel that and tell. Because, you know, Abie has said it many, many times on our meeting every single week. We all do business with people that we know, like, and trust. And people want to have authentic relationships. They want to know that you have their best interest. And we really have to think about the way that we're doing business and make sure that we're doing it in a professional way. So I'm just here to teach acts of kindness and help people develop these incredible relationships, and help them just find gifts that they don't even know that they even have. That is probably my favorite part of this job, is to teach people things that they already have inside of them that they don't even know. And it is such an honor to be able to do that.
Awesome. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, there's one thing that I wanted you to go over, Emily, is the different packages that they could use to do the mailings. Why don't you do that for a quick second?
Sure, absolutely. So we have several different packages. We have 4 subscriptions. Now, the subscriptions all include postage. Now, with that being said, we have system sends. So we have $37 a month, $97 a month. So the 37 includes postage, but it gives you 20 cards a month. The 97 starts our unlimited. And that is probably one of our most popular plans, in addition to the 147 a month. So the 97 is unlimited. You could send 500 heartfelt cards, just like this, right? With your information on the back. You could send these out 1-to-1. I send 1 to Awesome Annie, 1 to Abie, 1 to Richard. They're all part of your package. The 147 includes postage, but it also allows you 100 system sends. So that would be the equivalent of like a mailer that would be sent out. That, the 100 system sends does not include postage. So that would be separate, that monthly 100. And then we have 247, which gives you unlimited heartfelt cards, your 1-to-1 cards, your meet and greets, your follow-ups, your touch points throughout the year, but it allows you 250 system sends, which of course the system sends are postage is separate. Then we have our card packages ranging from 100 cards to 2,000 cards. Now, these card packages give you flexibility where your subscriptions are monthly, but your card packages are your 100 to 500 allows you can use that within a 6-month period of time, and your 1,000 to 2,000 cards, you can use them in a 12-month period of time. Those do not include postage. So it allows you the flexibility to be able to use those for however you feel. A lot of times I have realtors or financial advisors, they may use 150 to 200 a month for their mailers, and then they'll use some of the other cards for their meet and greets, follow-ups, and so forth. So you can break it down however you would like, but that's kind of a synopsis of all of the card packages and subscriptions that we have.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Those are some great details, and I love the pricing. Those are some great pricing. I received my brownies already. Annie said it's okay. Okay. So I had my brownies. My wife does not eat brownies, so I ate her brownies as well. You know,
Yes.
caring is sharing. Caring is sharing. So
Yes.
I had her brownies as well as mine because I wanted to save her from eating brownies as well. See,
Oh,
yeah, I was
course.
considering her health, right? So that's why I ate her brownies.
Yes, and I also
That's why I ate your
oh no,
muffins, by the way.
don't bring
That's
that.
right.
Don't bring up the muffins. Don't bring up the muffins. Go ahead, Annie. I mean, Emily, sorry.
I also want to share that for those of us who are incredibly busy within our businesses, Send Out Cards has actually already thought of, in addition to you being so inundated with your everyday business needs, we have a virtual assistant option. So if you find yourself that you want to utilize the service, but you're not quite sure, how in the world am I going to get all these cards out each month? Or how am I going to do this throughout the year? You can actually hire one of our virtual assistants and you will receive the same person. They get to know you, they get to know your needs and your business, and you will have the same individual, and they'll be able to send out all of those cards for you, maintain your contact list, and make sure that you have everything that you need. So just a little extra information for those who are inundated with business needs.
When does that start?
Already thought.
Is that already in play?
It is already in place. We can go over any type of virtual assistant options. And even if you have a CRM that is hot mess express, right? You're like, okay, I'm all over the place. I'm missing some things. I'm not quite sure what I have. We do have a setup that our virtual assistants can help you with, and they can do all of that for you. They can find all the addresses, all of the phone numbers, everything that you need in order to be your best within your business. And of course, there's a fee for that, of course, but those options are available to make sure that you are organized and ready to go, so that way your business can flourish.
Nice. Awesome. That's great information for entrepreneurs who are barely finding time for themselves. You know, so sending out these thank you cards are essential. Thank you so much for sharing what you do, Amberly. It was a great blessing for us. So now we're going to step over into our next segment, which is the motivational moment, where we're going to watch a short clip and give our comments, and that will be the end of our meeting today. So here we go.
I was on a roll when I entered the system of entertainment, theater, television, and film. I remember walking across this yard on what seemed to be a random day, my head down, lost in my own world of issues, like many of you do daily. Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When I dare to challenge the system that would relegate us to victims and stereotypes with no clear historical backgrounds, no hopes and talents, when I questioned that method of portrayal, a different path opened up for me. The path to my destiny. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Now, this is your time.
Yeah, that was such a powerful video. And I just want to hear what you guys received from that. You know, what did that say to you? Anybody?
Wakanda forever.
For sure, for sure. But anybody?
Yeah, it's I've been hearing this whole week that you need something to overcome in order to grow. You can't just, casually like, oh, I have no problems, everything. No, you'll never grow. The chicken has to break through the egg to get out. You can't like, oh, I'm going to stay in this egg until I'm, dead. Basically, is you form a diamond with pressure and time. Otherwise, it's just coal. So that we need pressure, we need time, and we need to overcome obstacles to get to whatever it is we're put on this little rock for.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
good.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Annie. Go ahead.
Sorry,
I was just going to.
Oh, Annie or Amy?
Annie.
Go, Amberly.
Annie, and then Amberly.
Okay.
The thing that stood out to me was it is, that overcoming. And as a parent, I read this meme recently that said, it's okay if your children want to quit something. It's okay if your children are in a sport or whatever, and they want to quit it, but don't let them quit when it's hard. Let them quit when they're at their best, when it's good, because that instinct of like, this is hard, I don't think I can do it. If we're not teaching them that they can overcome it and that it's okay to quit, then they never understand that the struggle is part of that journey. And when I read that, I was like, I wish I had read that many years ago, because I went through that same thing with one of my kids who was struggling. And I was like, that's fine. If you really want to quit, go ahead and quit. And I should have waited and told him, you can quit. I'll give you permission to quit, but not today, not when you're struggling. You will quit when you're having a good day. And like, I should have taught him how to overcome, because there is power in that overcoming.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the things I learned was you can't build muscle without some pain. Okay. You have to go through that breaking point. And every time you stretch your muscle to a certain point, it's building strength. So you're able to lift more and able to do more. So yeah, I love that. I love that point. Go ahead, Amberly.
I absolutely loved that, and it resonated with me on so many levels. I could have easily walked away sooner from corporate America, and I could have let them win. But I chose to stay, and I chose to pray it out, and I chose to go on my terms. Well, actually, his terms. It really wasn't. But he chose to make it that I had no other choice. And one thing that I really, really learned from all of this is that I And I teach my kids the same thing, is I never want anyone to feel the way that I felt, whether it was in corporate America or with childhood trauma or family trauma or not being supported or postpartum or regular depression, all of these things that I have fought blood, sweat, and tears to pull myself out of over these years on this earth. And I never gave up. And I loved that clip because this is why I do what I do, is to teach people acts of kindness so they never, ever, I don't want anyone to feel the way that I have felt a good portion of my life. So I want everyone to feel seen and heard and valued and understood and validated. And that's why I do what I do.
Awesome. Awesome. You know what I heard when you said that? I heard that you're being purposeful about being that way. And that's, I don't think people realize that you have to be purposeful about being positive. Right?
I'm intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional. It's a choice.
It's intentional.
Yeah. And you have to make sure you wake up with that. Go ahead, Abie.
Yep.
So being persistent, being consistent is so crucial when it comes to anything. It's doing the stuff that no one else sees what you're doing. It's doing that morning routine. It's doing what you do to prepare for your workday every single or your whatever it is you do that no one else sees. That's the building. That's, you know, in sports, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they took shots in the gym when no one else was there.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, just so you know, Michael Jordan has missed more shots than anyone. That's why he's made more. Babe Ruth has struck out more times than anyone. That's why he hit more home runs than anybody. So it's that. Now, I also love what Annie said about it's okay for her kids to quit, but not when they're struggling, but when they're down, when they're up, when they're doing the best that they can. This is something that I'm going to be sharing with some people that are in some of these leadership calls with me. The most popular language in the world is not Spanish. It's not English. It's the language of Quidditch. Look, we're in a room of 1%ers here. We're not here. Most of the people in the world, as soon as they have a little struggle, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to do that. Or I don't want to do this. I'm going to. Now, look, every once in a while, it's okay to switch what you're doing. That's fine. But be very careful about that, because don't be that person that, you know, in 2019 did this, and 2020 did that, and 21 did this, 22 did that, and like every single, like, what are you? You know, so you know, be consistent and persistent. Stick with what you got. Something attracted you to it, and that's why you will succeed. But it's a matter of working through those tough times, like Annie said. You know, so.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with changing your method. Just don't change your
no, absolutely fine. And you know what? Oftentimes we have to change our methods because times change. You know, now we can't watch TV in black and white unless there's certain AMC movies, or we don't have to wait for the TV to warm up. Things change. And that's okay. We don't have Blackberries anymore. How many people in this room had a Blackberry for a phone? There you go.
I swore I would never give up my Blackberry.
I actually have a friend that still has one, and he won't do without it. And there's a lot of things that won't work on it, and he doesn't care because he needs to have the keyboard.
That is so true.
I didn't even know I was going to say anything about the BlackBerry. About whatever. You see what you do to me, Phil?
I know. Adria, you're on. Go ahead.
I'm Adria Gross. I'm the owner of MedWise Insurance Advocacy. I help people throughout the United States with medical bills. Business is picking up. It slowed down with COVID. But the one thing that I want to share with everybody, I sent out a package today of about 400 pages because here's a woman who has, you see all these commercials on TV for the Advantage plans. You know, they all think I'm going to save all this money. You wind up in a rehab. And she was in there about 7 months where she was not covered, and her bills are over $90,000, and I think I'm going to get it over. So if you ever hear of someone in that situation, whether their bills are not being paid, keep me in mind. I have issues with long-term care policies, and also these really bad commercials you see on TV where they say, save all this money. Well, you know what? You might be paying out a lot of money if you go for one of those Advantage plans and wind up in a rehab. So, Adria Gross, MedWise Insurance Advocacy. Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Awesome. Thank you, Adria. You're fighting the good fight. I tell you, I appreciate what you do, and I wish there were more of you. Awesome. Thank you guys again for joining us today. This is the Phoenix National Network Power Up Lunch. We are on every Tuesday at 12 p.m. and you can catch any one of our programs on the Phoenix National Network app. All right. If you want to connect with anyone you see here on the platform, their information will be in the description so you can call them. Make sure everybody puts your information in the chat before you sign off, so that I just can copy and paste, not have to hunt you down. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. See you next time.